Welcome to the Albert and Billy Show, everyone. Our special Christmas episode, Papa.
He's getting close.
It is, and it does not seem like Christmas to me.
Yes, it does.
I
Look
guess
at the
I'm
town, Billy.
Yeah, now that does,
Goodness.
of course.
You drive
I think
down
I'm
Main
just a
Street?
Scrooge. I think it's just me this year.
I've never seen.
Yeah.
But now, yes, as far as
activity.
that goes, yes, it's
The
top
things
of the
that are going
line.
on to acclimate people to the season. It's here.
You
All
know,
you got to do is look at the line. Pick up the
Absolutely.
front page of the Chattanooga paper. We're
yeah,
on the
I
front
didn't know
page.
that.
What?
He told
We're
me
on
that.
the front page.
I didn't know
gosh,
that.
we're kind of a big deal.
I think so.
Go Pikeville.
I know.
It's hard
So
to find
exciting.
newspapers.
Oh,
Well,
my
that's
goodness.
cool.
Our pastor wanted 2 copies. I had to scour the town over to find 2 copies.
Oh, well, that's a good thing too.
that's
It's
great.
selling good.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, the local Christmas thing, the live Christmas thing, yeah, that's a huge hit. And I do love it, and I've never seen a town look better.
No.
I think it's just me. It just don't
And-
seem like Christmas time to me for whatever
You
reason.
want snow.
It would help. It would help. It would help a
We'll
lot.
try to arrange that.
Yeah,
We'll call Lola.
Call Lola. Call Lola.
I'm sure she can do it. She's
I would not
done
be
it.
surprised.
You know, speaking of course, like, listen, we're not going to introduce Gail yet. We're so used to not even introduced you yet. Well, this is Gail Fowler.
Hi, everybody.
And you know her. This is not her first appearance on here. And of course, we're at her and Cliff and Stars Bed and Breakfast, the White Wagon. It's just White Wagon. isn't
There
it?
you go.
I
The
thought
White
so.
Wagon Bed and Breakfast.
Yeah, and I
Right
like
on Main
that name.
Street in Pikeville.
And they're all, of course, decked out for Christmas.
Oh, the excitement.
And you'll get to see different parts of this beautiful place that we have been here. We filmed twice here before, and it's always nice. But the Christmas
Thank you.
time, it's all
We
decked
get
out.
really excited about Christmas. But we get very excited about a lot of the seasons.
That's good.
It's always different.
That's good.
We can thank her for this because we do not earn it. We did not merit it.
No, we didn't decorate
was
one.
grace.
Yeah. A good host. She's a good hostess.
Oh.
Now, speaking of the light up Christmas, this tomorrow is, of course, another weekend of it. It's a big weekend of it. We are involved in this one, Papa. We're involved in 2 events. Me and Papa are the judges. The time has been crazy. I've heard so many different times, so I'm going to say it on here now. Okay?
Do you know the right
I do
time
know it now
Okay.
because
Okay.
we're actually judges of the Ugly Sweater Contest too. So,
It's not in my contract.
I just found this out today. Okay, so we're talking about winging it. We're gonna be winging it, but we can do that. It's okay.
You can.
So me and Papa will be the judges of the Ugly Sweater Contest that starts at 3:00. And it's going to be at the venue because of the weather.
Right.
That was a smart move. I don't think tomorrow's forecast is too.
Too dry.
Yeah, I don't think it is. Of course, it'll be a family atmosphere during that time of the Ugly Sweater Contest, and then of course right after that, me and Papa we did know this. We're the judges of the Christmas karaoke contest
You
that
have
takes place.
2 things to judge?
Yes.
Oh my
yes.
goodness. That's going to be exhausting.
How much
I know.
did you finagle around to get
Not-
me paid?
I was just told today about the ugly sweater, but we'll negotiate.
Maybe you can get paid in cookies or something. Christmas cookies.
That'd be good.
Oh.
Yeah, see?
Now I do know Lola is in the ugly sweater contest, so that gives you something to
Well,
rib her about.
the reason I'm concerned, we've got the ugly sweater contest at 3, you say?
Yeah, and then the Christmas karaoke right after.
And the karaoke is after that, but we
4.
have no idea.
Well, hopefully they think about 4.
But it depends on how many sweaters
You're
are out
right.
there. Okay.
You're right.
That could go long.
This will be my first ugly sweater.
Okay, but
event.
then here's what I want to throw in to make the water muddier.
Thanks a lot.
Lola called me a while ago and invited me for supper tomorrow night.
Well, Lola, you're not thinking, woman.
I said, what time? She said, what time can you be here? I said, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, she won't be able to be there either. She's in it too. That's classic Lola right there, though. So that is great.
She's not doing the karaoke.
She should. She should. Like, she should sing. That's a good thing I want to say on here. The Christmas karaoke, we don't care if you can sing or not. All they want to do is for people to come out and have fun. People miss the point of karaoke so often. It's not about being a great singer and, just entertain the crowd. Just have a good time.
I find that most people that do karaoke can't sing.
Most of them can't. And they're the best ones to watch.
But it's fun.
Yes.
That's the reason they sing in karaoke.
Exactly. But some of them can work the room.
Right.
They can work the room. And
Right.
that's fun. That's
Yeah.
what we want to see.
I might sing.
You do that. Yeah. I about said I want you to.
He's getting in deeper by the minute.
He is, isn't he? But so I'm glad I finally know the official thing that I can finally say, because it was in the paper about the time. That's how I found out that it had been changed a little bit. And then I just didn't realize the ugly sweater thing, but we will definitely take on the ugly sweater contest challenge. We can judge that easily. Well, hopefully. Hopefully one's really, really, really ugly and we can say that's the winner.
Is it male or female?
It's both.
Both.
But I don't know how I'd say it's an ugly sweater, so I'd say it don't matter.
I've never done this before.
I've never been to an ugly sweater thing. It's going to be interesting. I guess we're going to see a lot of really ugly sweaters.
I think it's really going to be fun.
I think it will be too.
And they're trying to be the worst. So that's
the point.
If I were to sing,
I dare you. He wants to sing. I think he wants. No.
Guess who will win?
Papa, I didn't know he was working that angle.
He might blend the two contests.
He may do it.
Sweater.
That's pretty slick,
He's
Papa.
He's pretty slick.
He is today, ain't he? Boy, we're thinking ahead.
Top of his game.
I don't know, as far as I know, I know about those events, obviously, because we're the judges. Some of it's not coming to me right now. And I know you have that.
It's on page 1.
Oh, thank you. I know you have the sheet somewhere, but I bet it's still
I do, but it's not attached to my wrist at the moment.
And I just now thought of it. Okay. Oh, so it's the final weekend of the event.
This is
That's correct.
See, that's what I guess what I was meaning earlier. It just seems like it has snuck up on us. I didn't think it was this close. Like, it's hard to believe.
Christmas is 7 days away.
I know. That's hard to believe. It really is. So, they're right. It is just a week away from Christmas. So that means we are celebrating Light Up the Town's final weekend. And we just told you about me and Papa being the judges at 3 o'clock of the Ugly Sweater Contest. And, of course, and it says also most festive sweater, most outrageous sweater. And then, of course, right after is the Christmas karaoke. And the only thing in the paper, it didn't mention about the change of location, but we've said that. It'll be indoors at the venue. They had to do that because of the weather. I think there is some more. Tonight at the Main Street stage.
There's activity.
Okay, the ventriloquist, Joyce Carroll. Will be there actually really soon, possibly now. I just realized that. But Timothy Hahn will be taking the stage. He's on the stage from 5 to 6 tonight. The Agee Family starts at 6. Okay, so tonight's a good night too. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, tomorrow, we're part of the big send-off, Papa. Don't you feel special? Saturday is the big send-off for all the group's events this year. And that's when it starts talking about bring out the ugliest sweater. This is sponsored, of course, by Collier and Company Realty. Michelle Collier is hosting. She'll be the MC. And we'll be the judges.
That's
I
gonna
think
be
that's all.
good.
Always says individuals, groups, duets. It don't matter. Of course it don't. Just prepare yourself or group and come have fun. Some Christmas songs will be available, but if you have a special song you want to sing, they got it. Why am I just? Boy, it'd been nice to know if I saw this about 20 minutes ago. And let's see, it continues somewhere. Here we
You need to
are.
prepare. You got it right in front of you.
And okay, so yes, they can. You can bring your own music too if you want. If you have a song you just really want to sing and they don't have it, you can even bring your own music.
They won't have mine.
Cash prizes are going to be given out, and she did emphasize that today too. So I'm glad I read that. Cash prizes for both events, the karaoke and the ugly sweater contest. There's cash prizes involved here, folks. And everyone's encouraged to come take part in the fun with local celebrities out Roberts and Billy Bridges. That's us.
Local
I
celebrities.
should have read this beforehand. So yeah, obviously we're going to be there, folks. That's basically what it's saying. Alongside some familiar local faces, so maybe we'll have a little bit of help pop off.
Oh.
And throughout the evening is the last chance to take part in the horse-drawn carriage rides. I want to watch that. I've still not got. I think I've saw one. Has that been doing pretty good? Because that's really cool.
Oh, it's so neat. It's such a great opportunity.
That
for people.
is like the
Yeah.
the carriage ride is like one of the best ideas of this event. I think I really do. And let's see.
Think of
You
the
guys will be
memories you're
able.
making for people. You know?
I know.
It,
I
it
know.
really is amazing.
That is true. You're right on that.
Mm-hmm.
How many communities would even think to do that?
I know.
I know. That's a good question, Papa. That is a good
I
question.
think next year will be a Hallmark movie.
Oh, I do too.
Mhm.
And the live nativity scene. How could I forget that? That culminates all the events. That's planned.
Is
Right.
that going to be at the courthouse square?
Well, that's what it says. Now, I'm just going to, as of now, yes, the live nativity scene. It's at the courthouse. That starts at 6 p.m. tomorrow. Come see the true meaning behind the Christmas season. It gives you guys a shout out, Gail. Obviously, Hercules Ice Cream Shop will be open during the events, and food trucks will be on site. And okay, I guess that's the end of the article. That just ended like that. Okay, good deal. So go get you some food at Embers. I think Cliff
Yes.
probably, since it's a special day, will let me
he's-
have some hamburgers and
Yes,
hot dogs.
exactly.
I like those days. So
Yes.
yeah, that'll be
All right.
good.
Plenty of hot chocolate
Oh yeah, I ain't had hot chocolate yet.
and ice cream.
I know, and I've not drunk hot chocolate yet, but I will tomorrow.
Yes, you will.
So there you have it. That's the main thing going on this weekend, obviously. So, oh yeah, and one other thing. I'm sorry. This is just the birthdays. I try to remember this every week. I accidentally started a tradition, but
But what a good idea it's been.
yeah, yes, definitely. They are really wanting me to say some of these, and I do not care to do it. And I do apologize if I ever forget. It's just kind of new. It wasn't intentional, but it's turned into a good thing. We don't mind doing it at all. So, happy birthday to the following people that had birthdays very recently, and some have, I guess, 2 or 3 days to go. We'll go ahead and say them. You can call them, I guess you can call them Christmas birthdays in a sense. They're really close to it.
Close to it. Paula is the 27th.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's my sister also.
Really?
27th.
Wow. So yeah, Paula Peters is December 27th. It don't give me those dates yet. It goes to the 22nd on here, so here we go. Jennifer Potter, hers was December 16th. That was yesterday. Barbara Davis and Cindy Johnson, happy birthday, ladies. They're celebrating their birthdays today. Marsha Worthington's is the 19th. There's a few of the 19th. April Collier. She was April Roberts. We know her. April Collier. She's hers is tomorrow as well. Or the 19th. That'd be Sunday, wouldn't it?
Sunday.
And then Miss Brenda Moore. She was my second grade school teacher. Hers is the 19th.
Ooh.
Miss Brenda Moore.
Oh,
She was my second grade school teacher.
Oh.
So happy birthday, Miss Brenda. And Pam Brown is the 20th. Janice Sapp is the 20th. And Susan Olinger is the 22nd. Happy birthday to all you guys, and hope you have a great Christmas / birthday, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Be kind of weird to be. I think it'd be kind of weird to have a birthday that close to Christmas. I mean, I guess it's okay. I don't know, but when you get kind of gypped in a sense.
Very often. We
Yeah.
always made sure, though, with my sister, who's the 27th, that her
Mhm.
birthday was separate from Christmas.
Right, you would have to make an effort, wouldn't
Absolutely, yes.
Well, a birthday gift would not be a Christmas present.
you? Right.
No.
You'd have to distinguish between the two.
You would have to. That's
Because if you
interesting.
try to lump it all together, Paula will shoot you.
Well, it's
Yes,
just
yeah. There
crazy.
always seemed to be a relative, though, that would bundle it and say, here's
Yeah.
your Christmas present,
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of goes for your birthday, too. And
yeah.
No,
Oh, I'm
we
sure there's a
didn't-
bunch of relatives like that.
Oh, yes.
They're the cheap ones. That's what we call cheap relatives.
You call them cheapskates.
That's right. Well, Gail, you took part in trivia before. You're
Oh,
no
dear.
stranger to this.
Oh, good.
You're my lifeline today, so
Oh.
hopefully you can help me.
Usually I'm your lifeline behind the scenes.
I know,
People
I know.
Don't know that I'm.
Yeah, not as much pressure on you today, are there?
Yes.
That's true.
That's
That's
gonna be
true.
interesting.
But you know they are all of them are Christmas related.
I was
Oh, thank
I was
goodness.
expecting that.
I thought if it's anything to do with sports, it's not going to happen.
Okay, here
I
we
can
go.
answer the sports.
Okay, good. You be
From
my
which
lifeline.
Christmas classic do
Oh,
we
I'm
get
on
the
YouTube.
term bah humbug?
Oh, well, that A Christmas Carol.
Christmas Carol.
That's Papa's favorite, by the way, Gail.
Who was the author of The Grinch Who Almost Stole Christmas?
I don't know that one. Lifeline.
Isn't it Dr. Seuss?
Dr. Seuss.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Very good.
He's
But
wow.
you got to admit those are two of the most popular
Mhm.
movies.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So we should know those, right?
Okay.
I feel like that's what he's saying.
Now,
He's not impressed.
this is a thought-provoking question.
It is.
I don't have the answer, but it's something I want people to think about.
Well, then what do you?
Why do you think in A Christmas Carol, written in 1843 by Charles Dickens, that Tiny Tim's condition is left in limbo? We do
Oh, it
not
don't say.
know. We do not know what happens to Tiny Tim.
It really? I
We
thought he ends up being okay. But maybe it's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
I've already read A Christmas Carol. I read it every year.
Some of the movies maybe portray it as he is okay at the end.
Well,
I'm just asking, is that a
the
possibility?
gist of the book
Mhm.
and the movies is that this bah humbug character has a conversion
Mhm.
and his heart is changed.
Yeah.
He goes and buys the turkey for the family.
Oh, yeah, he
and he
completely
goes
changes.
goes and visits his nephew
Mhm.
and delivers the turkey to the family. But we do not
They just don't
know.
really answer that question.
It's just not told. It's just not known. But I want you to think about it.
That's weird. That's
Okay.
weird. I really thought.
We have a week
All
to
right.
ponder it.
What in the story of Christmas Carol? What meat did Tiny Tim's
Oh, man.
mother serve?
Oh, no.
Now that missed time.
Goodness.
They went to the meat market and bought a.
Oh,
These are hard, Albert.
this one
This
is
is a
hard.
hard one.
Multiple choice is what this one
What,
should
can you
be.
just ask us about some of the Hallmark movies? I got those down.
I'm gonna say it, so
They
it's
are-
a piece of meat,
they are
right?
a- They
Piece of
are a
meat.
poor family.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
and what do they? They got meat, right?
They went to and they bought a piece of meat that would feed. I think there's 4 children
Okay.
and the mother and the dad.
Piece.
So they bought one.
Beef.
No,
chicken?
It was a goose.
The goose. Dang.
Oh, okay.
I'd have never thought that.
We're gonna get it next year.
Yeah, that's right.
You got this one now.
Who was Jacob Marley from A Christmas Carol?
He's one of the ghosts.
Oh, yes.
He's like but he was a friend to him in real life, right?
What was his relationship to
Were they business partners?
business partner? Very good, Billy.
Very good.
Yeah, he wasn't expecting me to get that one, was he?
Scrooge had a business partner, and it was Jacob Marley. And
And so
Jacob Marley is on the doorknob.
He sure is. Isn't he the first one that visits him?
Oh yeah.
And tells him there's going to be 3 ghosts that come.
He's the one that sets the
tells him.
stage.
Okay.
I do
Okay.
remember that.
In Mr. Seuss's book,
Mm-hmm.
what was the name of the
Grinch.
town the people lived in?
Oh,
Whoville.
Whoville. Yeah.
Very good.
That's the first easy one, I feel
They
like.
look kind of strange too, didn't they?
Yes, they
You're
do.
precious.
In the Christmas classic, Silent Night,
Okay.
after Holy Night, what are the next 2 phrases? Silent Night, Holy Night.
You need to get a drink of water and we're going to think about
I
it.
got it.
Oh, well, dang, that was quick.
All is calm.
Yeah,
All is bright.
that's it.
Very good. You
That
know
is
your
it.
song.
Yeah. That's Starling's favorite song.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
That's
It
another.
is, it
oldie.
is a good
That's
one.
another oldie. It came from another country.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and I have a bit of trivia about that song. Do you know that it was originally written for the guitar?
No,
No.
Mm-hmm.
just to be played by the guitar.
Yes. That was its original.
Wow, that's pretty interesting there, Papa. Good
Okay.
tidbit.
What gift did the little drummer boy bring? Because he went with the Magi, and he had no
Song's so
gift
long.
to give to fit. What
Do you know that one, Lifeline? I hope.
It was his song, wasn't it?
It was his
Play his drum solo.
drum.
Yeah.
His drum.
His
Yeah.
drum.
He
Drum-
said,
Oh,
"Shall I play for you
Right.
on my drum?"
Mm-hmm.
oh, that is in the
Mary nodded.
Right.
Yes,
Yes.
song. Oh,
and he played.
that's a good song too.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
You want me to sing it?
Not really.
in Bing Crosby's White Christmas,
You're gonna have to get this.
he
one.
begins with "I'm dreaming of a white Christmas." What did he say next? It's
Just
and there are
like
2 different things.
ones I used to
All right, that's
know.
one. That's
Ain't
one.
that it?
Yeah.
Oh, there's another one. Oh,
So another stanza said, "I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every
Christmas card I write.
Christmas card I write."
oh, yeah. That I have heard both.
I had to play it in my brain, and then it.
Yeah,
Okay.
for real.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is getting tense here.
We should. I feel like we could karaoke right now for trivia if we wanted to.
All right.
Please no. You go right ahead.
Now the song "Frosty the Snowman."
I used to love that.
Who immortalized that?
Oh man, I'm not gonna know that
Uh-oh.
one.
He's not your average singer.
Mm-mm.
He was a big man.
Jimmy
No, Burl
Ives.
Ives.
Okay.
Oh, let's see. I've heard that name though.
Yes.
Who
Yes,
do we
yes.
thank for making Rudolph popular?
Man.
He was a cowboy. He was a singing cowboy. Singing cowboy.
Roy.
Not Roy.
Glenn Campbell.
I like that guess.
Cowboy.
Sure
He
That's
was a
fine with
rhinestone
it,
cowboy.
right?
Cowboy in the movies. Cowboy in the movies.
Okay.
Roy Rogers was well known as a singing.
But what him?
But this other
Yeah.
man owned the baseball team in Los Angeles.
Well, that's helping me a lot.
Yeah,
Gene Autry.
Gene
Oh, okay.
Autry.
All
Dang
right.
it, I have heard that name too, but I didn't know he done that.
Billy, why is he making it so hard?
I don't know. I think he's being Ebenezer Scrooge today on trivia.
In
Let's
which
go
song?
back to the Who's and Whoville.
For real.
In which song do we hear "Making Spirits Bright"?
Jingle bells.
Yeah,
Jingle
it is,
bells.
isn't it?
Mhm, yeah.
Boy, you got
You
that
had to think.
money.
You thought that was quick.
Really fast.
Because I'm gonna just like think about them and sing them in my head. You know, just to
Only one man can sing White Christmas the way it should be
Bing
sung.
Crosby.
Bing Crosby.
Oh, good one.
Did you expect me to get that one?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Well, I got it.
Yeah.
A lot of these
Yeah.
are
You
way,
did.
way
Fast.
before my time, but okay.
This one should not be easy.
Trust
Well,
well, none of them have
Super.
There is a Christmas song, "Walking in the Winter Wonderland."
Okay.
Oh,
Sleigh bells ring. Are you listening?
Yeah, good
All right.
song.
Snow was
What
glistening.
will we do later on? Later
Oh,
on,
we'll
We'll
conspire.
we'll conspire.
Yeah.
Yes.
As we dream,
As
by
we
the fire.
dream
Right.
by the fire.
Walking in the Winter Wonderland. You don't hear that
Yeah.
song anymore.
What about George? Well, I'll change that Monday. I'll play it on the radio
There
by
you go.
George.
Again and again and again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because that's a classic.
It sure is.
In All I Want for Christmas is my two front
front-
teeth.
yeah.
What did the man want the two front teeth for?
Oh, I don't know that part.
Then I,
guess
could
he's
wish
one
you
back.
a Merry Christmas.
So I could wish you a Merry Christmas.
That's all they wanted was front teeth.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because without the teeth, it didn't come out. Now, Frosty the Snowman, you remember that song?
Yeah, classic.
What did the children know about Frosty?
Well, let
No
me.
one else knew.
Okay.
Frost. But the children know
How he
How's that
came
go?
to life one day.
that one day. Are we
There
close?
must have been some magic.
But what could he do that the children found out?
That
He could talk.
could
He
dance
could laugh,
and
Laugh.
dance and play.
play,
didn't he?
laugh
Yeah.
and play.
Oh, okay.
My snowman dances.
Now this is the last one. Last
Thank you,
one.
Lord. I mean, I hate that.
It's been a real treat.
It has.
Which song gives us the term "underneath his beard so snowy"?
I saw mommy kissing.
I saw mommy kissing.
I'm so glad you know.
I didn't think anybody would remember that.
If I hadn't had this lifeline, I don't know if I got any right today.
I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus.
I like that song.
Underneath the mistletoe last night.
Yeah.
What a sight it would have been if Daddy could only have seen Mommy kissing Santa
I
Claus.
know it.
Sweet.
I like all those songs though.
Yes.
I do, but I don't. I mean, those questions were a little tricky there, Papa. You know,
Well,
it's
it's
Christmas. Supposed to be nice, aren't you?
hard to
He was
do.
singing us pretty good.
He was.
We could probably sing him right back. We could throw in some questions
Oh,
about
we
All I Want
could.
for Christmas by Mariah Carey.
Oh, he would. Yeah, he'd be like, what?
Who's
Yeah.
Mariah- who's
That's what he would
Mariah?
say. That's what he would say.
Little
Exactly.
Kelly Clarkson. We could mix it up
Now, I
here.
like Kelly Clarkson.
I do too.
I like her too.
Yeah.
She's got. I remember she won American. She was the first winner
She
of
was
that
the
show.
very first winner. Yes.
I remember that.
She's a powerhouse.
And I think it's like the only season I ever watched. And she
Well,
was
it
the
was-
one I was for.
It was the most important one.
When I first saw her sing on that
Yeah.
show, I thought, man, I believe that girl's gonna win it. And she did.
She
She
did.
did.
She's one of the judges on.
Yeah, she's on The Voice now,
The
isn't
Voice.
she?
Right.
Yeah.
She's just so refreshing.
And she
She's
has
so
a
real.
talk show too.
Yes.
She has a talk.
Yeah,
She has a
And
talk
her
show.
commercials are a riot. Have you ever seen
Yeah,
her
yeah,
commercials?
they are.
Have you noticed Home Alone, the mother?
Hmm.
She's doing commercials now.
Yes, and
Oh, right, I
they're
did
funny
see that.
too.
She'll say,
Yes.
"Kevin."
It's funny. I saw one last night that was real good.
Yeah.
Yes. Now that woman is funny. Period. She's been in a lot of stuff since Home Alone.
But but I'm getting ahead of myself. That's some of the advertising.
Well, I'll just tell you, I watched Home Alone 2 the other day, and you know it's been a while since I've seen them. They're funny. It don't
Those-
matter,
those
no
are
matter
two-
how many times you watch them, they're funny.
Those are two stupid crooks.
They are. They are. That little kid just terrorizes them. But they're funny. They're funny.
But what's so interesting in Home Alone 2, they asked the mother and the daddy, if this has ever happened before.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
Might have.
I mean, I know. I was you got to thinking, what kind of parents lose their kids twice on Christmas? And on that one, he's in New York City alone.
Oh,
Man
my
alive.
goodness.
But the bird lady saves him. Remember?
Yeah.
What, the homeless woman with all those birds?
Yes, yes.
But he brings her the dove.
He does. Like, she saves him because he's the only person. What is it she says? Because I just saw it. He's the only person that didn't just pass her by in like a year or something.
Now there's a message.
That's
right?
Yeah, it is definitely.
I got a Christmas card from a little girl about 8, 9 years old in our church.
Yeah.
And she had made a picture of a Christmas tree on the front of the card.
Mm-hmm.
And had put a little yellow porcelain star on top of it, glued it.
Oh.
And then on the front of the card it said, I am blessed. And I opened the card up.
Yeah.
It says, I am blessed to have you in my life.
A little girl sent this
A
to
little
you?
girl.
Oh, that's
So
really good,
sweet.
Papa.
And I'm not going to tell you all the rest of the stuff she says, but for a little girl like that,
Mm-hmm.
to send me, an old man,
That's
Mhm.
so
a Christmas
sweet.
card.
You're
that she
so
made.
you're so humble, aren't you? Somebody told me that the other day. Like, Papa just won't take a compliment, will he?
Oh.
Well, it,
Which that's a compliment in itself,
it
I guess.
impressed me deeply.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Deeply.
Yeah, of
If I were
course,
to tell
of
you everything else
course.
she said in there, you wouldn't believe it.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I know
You'd say,
some of it.
that's
I
not
know
the Papa I know. I'm
gonna leave. I don't know where you're going with that one, but I'm sure I wouldn't be surprised. Nobody's surprised that you've affected people and they want to thank you.
We're going to do sports.
You're told we can do sports and then.
Or you want to leave sports on?
Well, no, you don't have to leave it off. I just don't think our guest is very sports savvy. So all I was saying.
That would be an understatement.
Yes. So this is the perfect time for us to go to a commercial break
Wonderful.
and come back with some sports.
I'll evaporate.
And I'll be selective about what I choose to talk about
That's
in
fine.
sports line because I
Not a whole lot, anyway.
I do have Christmas-related Albertology.
Cool.
Oh,
Cool.
fun. Okay.
Well, we can just talk about Tennessee. Hey, it's been good to be at Tennessee ball here lately. Better it's been in years, that's for sure. But that is all coming up next, right after the break. Stay tuned, folks.
Welcome to the Dunlap Mercantile, located in the heart of the beautiful Sequatchie Valley at 15664 Rankin Avenue in Dunlap, Tennessee. Stop in today for some Mayfield ice cream or a cup of community coffee, and if you're interested in renting this venue for your event, call 423-949-2552. Stay tuned to DunlapMercantile.com for concerts and events coming to the Dunlap Mercantile in 2021. God bless.
I'll take care of less today, Dylan. Oh, no, I lost my debit card.
Hey, use that new Mountain Valley Bank app we got. Card Valet. You can freeze your card so nobody can use it till you find it.
That's a good idea, Dylan. Where was the last place I used my debit card?
I don't know. Hurry up. I can't stay until I hear error. I feel like I'm doing the mannequin challenge. I'm gonna end up with lockjaw. Thank God.
The app freezes my debit card, Dylan, not you.
Oh.
And welcome back, folks, here on the Albert and Billy Show. Well, it's my Papa's Christmas episode today. We always like Christmas episodes too. I did say when we were on Valley Views that I liked all the Halloween shows that we've done, and I do, but
they stand out.
They do. But I've enjoyed our Christmas episodes too. It was hard to think of all of them in that moment. There's a lot of episodes really that stand out. There really is.
And some of the episodes that we have filmed stand out to the people out there that I don't know why.
Right. That's true. But we do thank you guys. That's for sure. Our 200th episode is doing really well. So talk about mind blowing. I said that the other night. It's even more so now.
Yeah.
But we are very, very, very appreciative. That is for sure. And we're also very thankful to our sponsors, which are Citizens Tri-County Bank and Bilbrey Insurance. Go see Frank, Susan, and of course you got to ask about their little dog Sadie, and Scotty's, home of the Scotty Burgers. Papa says, Papa Family Dentistry. You always say that's catty corner to our studio. The Loom is normally our next door neighbor. They are our neighbor at the studio. So is Nickel Row Antiques.
Wow.
Really, really close. Go get you something at the Getting Place. That is out. It's out on Luminary, actually. The Getting Place. And Morgan Brothers. And of course, when you say Morgan Brothers, obviously they also own the venue and the Bankwalker Brewery. And we'll be at the venue tomorrow, Papa, for looking at a bunch of ugly sweaters, I guess, and listen to people. Well, actually, we'll be judging them. Singing Christmas karaoke.
I wonder which would be the easiest to judge, ugly sweater or a song.
That could be tricky. I would have thought ugly sweater, but I don't know anymore. They might all be so ugly it'd be hard to decide. I think Gibbs Pools. Thank you, Gibbs Pools State Farm Insurance. Middle Down Outdoor Adventures. We didn't even get to film that this year, but that's going to happen. That's on my list of the spots to film. The Country Gospel Bluegrass Showcase Sunday. It's Lola's. Obviously, Lola has been extremely active in the Light Up Christmas event, and her shop is back open here in downtown Pikeville. And Collier and Company Realty. Thanks to all of our sponsors. And we're going to talk a little sports. Has been good to be a UT fan compared to the last several years. I know the UT guys in basketball took a couple of losses, but they're still
two.
They're going to have a good season. You can tell. They just got a little. It's early in the season, and you can tell.
It's early.
But now the Lady Vols, surprisingly, without their leading scorer, I still can't believe she went down in the first half of the first game. But now I think they're going to update on when she's coming back sometime this week.
I don't read anything about it.
They've not updated yet. I just saw on TV, I think it was the SEC Network, where Kelly Jolly was saying that they are going to have an update on her status in the coming days or possibly next week. So hopefully we'll learn about that really, really soon. But my point is, gosh, Papa, they're undefeated without her.
It's kind of hard to be any better.
I know. They've really, and I think they've done it with defense. Their defense is really, really they're really good at defense this year, that's for sure.
And every once in a while, a new person that has not been scoring will contribute.
And I like seeing that. I think this injury has forced them to do that.
But it's always good to have that franchise player.
It is. They need Ray Burrell back. And I think she is coming back. I think they are expecting her back, but it's just hard to say when.
And it's good to have a presence inside,
like
where you've got the taller woman, and you've got the
Bigger
stronger
one.
one
Yes.
that can manipulate under the
And
basket
we
and get
have
the
a little
rebound.
bit of both of that this year. The
And
Lady Vols do. Key obviously has the massive height, Papa.
She is
6'6" and
she's consistent, but she's only consistent in giving us 10 or 12 points.
yeah, she is. She's a walking double, and that's great. But she's got to start realizing her talent. She could literally take over if she
But
wanted
I'm
to.
wondering if the reason she doesn't score more is because she doesn't get the ball more.
Well, now she's a post player, and post players you
They're
have
supposed
to get on the ball.
They've got to get free.
That's right.
But
I've seen her post up hard before and they'll miss her, and that has to be frustrating for a post player. You know that probably makes them mad.
well, yeah.
To do all that work to get open and they don't even pass on the ball. But that other girl that transferred in, there's two junior college transfers though, Papa, that have really helped out on the post, and they're new this year, but they're big girls, like you were saying. They can get in there and rebound that ball. Alexis Dye is really impressive.
Well, here it is.
Mm-hmm.
They're 9-0
Yeah,
right now.
that's crazy.
But Key the other night gave us 16 points.
That's good, and I think she had a
That's-
double-double. Yeah, she had
that's
what, 10
unusual.
or 12 rebounds. She's had a triple-double already.
But Green gave us 14.
Yes, that's one of what I'm talking about. Green and Dye.
And Puckett gave 12.
Yeah,
See,
she's a freshman.
I
She's
don't-
a freshman. I'm liking that.
But we're taking on Stanford.
Yes, that would
That's
be
the
a
reigning
good
number
game.
one.
Yeah, that's the defending champs coming
That's
to
going
town.
to be tomorrow at 4:15 our time.
Okay. Oh man.
4:15 our time.
Well, that'll be a good game.
So we can't be.
But that'll be a good game.
On the subject of basketball, last Saturday I read where Bruce Pearl had been
Mhm.
reprimanded
Really? For what?
for allowing things to go on at Auburn that he allowed to go on at Tennessee.
Oh man, you think you'd learn?
And
He should know better
they
than
suspended him for 2 games.
Ooh, that's big news, Papa.
And
I didn't know that.
you didn't know that?
No, but that do tell. That's big.
What bothers me is,
It's a pattern.
of course, another one of the coaches is the one that did the unethical work. But what they're
He's
saying
aware
is,
of it.
you allowed it to
Yeah.
go on your shift.
He knew about it.
That's what
That's
the
what they're saying.
suspension says. But Auburn is ranked number 18.
Well, he's a good coach, no doubt about that, as far as that goes.
But now, there was no indication in what I read that we're going to see the same thing that happened to him at Tennessee, that he got the axe.
Probably not, because they would have probably made that decision by now. But surely it'll be a wake-up call for him. Surely. He will not do that again.
I would like to think.
I would like to think so, too.
Surely you would learn.
You would think so.
Well,
Now in football, you want to talk UT football? We got, what is the Liberty Bowl or
Music City.
Music
Bowl.
City Bowl? folks,
December
that's
the
it.
30th.
Okay. We take on Purdue.
Purdue.
I'll admit I've not watched them play this year.
And, well,
Out of the Big Ten, but
Tennessee has an opportunity here to go 8-5.
I know, and I mean that is a much better record than I really thought it would
One
be.
thing that's helped us in the recruiting wars,
Yeah.
I think, is that record. And he's been able to bring
offense.
recruits in all year long to see a game, to see this, to see that,
Yeah.
to let them know what's going on.
That's true.
And I believe that we are now in the top 15 as far as
That's good.
classification of
Recruiting
ranked
class. Good.
recruiting classes. But then you've got Alabama and Georgia and
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Auburn and Kentucky, there's so many in the SEC that's in the top 15, but yet you've still got that little cluster right there, Alabama and Georgia.
I know, and LSU's usually way up there too. Of course, you know, they fired their coach, so I don't know how that'll go now, but they were getting number 1 and number 2 classes as well. And they just, you know, them in Alabama, they just reload every year, basically. And Georgia too.
Alabama's number 2, Georgia's number 3, Kentucky, Missouri, and Auburn, and Tennessee's all right there in from 11 on up to 15.
Wow.
So it sounds good for the Southeastern Conference.
Oh, and it always is. They always probably recruit better than any conference in the country.
But Tennessee will take on Memphis, and then
in basketball, right?
Back in basketball,
all right.
We'll take on Memphis, and Memphis will push over.
No, they used to be a basketball powerhouse.
Then we take on number 8 Arizona.
Ooh, where at by chance?
I
hope not Tucson.
I don't know. And then we take on number 6 Bama on December the 29th.
Alabama.
That will be our first conference game.
In basketball. Wow. I don't think I'm used to that. I know I'm not.
That's all the sports I've got.
Well, okay, and that's good, but when did Alabama become so good at basketball?
You tell me.
That is insane.
6.
Yeah, you know, Alabama in basketball, I don't know if I've ever seen them.
And we have slipped to 18.
Yeah, because of that. Probably because of the Colorado loss, I would say.
No, Texas Tech in the Madison Square Garden, we scored 52 points.
Oh, yeah, that was horrible. It was horrible.
Everything we threw up there was a brick.
I know, and you're like in Madison Square Garden, you want to
make an impression. How many times do you get to play in Madison Square Garden?
Exactly. But it can backfire. They're probably nervous. You know, they was more nervous than usual, I would think. But they should have eventually gotten used to the atmosphere.
One thing about a good coaching staff, they didn't say quit shooting. They kept thinking they'd start falling.
Yeah, they thought they'd fall.
Because those are the players out on the court that got them there.
Yeah.
So why else would you say don't shoot?
We need consistency, on offense. We don't have that yet, but I think we'll get it.
But I think we've got some playmakers.
Definitely.
I think Chandler, Josiah James.
Finally, yes.
And Vescovi.
Yes.
I believe those 3 men will give us a nucleus, and with the presence of Fulkerson under the basket and the combo.
Yeah, they're a formidable group.
He got 18 points the other night.
Yeah, and he could do that. After seeing that, he could do that regularly. It makes you wonder why they don't. Just, that drives me crazy sometimes. But anyway, though, it is good to be a UT fan right now. We'll end sports on that note. And you have some Christmas albertology for us, Papa.
I really do.
Now, we are in the, I'll have to ask Gail the name of this room again. We filmed in here before, I think 2 times, but I'm not sure what the name of this room is. But since I'm talking about it, folks, I'll get up here and see if it says on here. And it does not.
It does not tell you.
Let's see.
Are you trying to
What's
see
the
what
name? It's
there
the
it is.
Tweet. Thank you. Thank you. It's the Tweet Retreat. I was determined to find out the name. I remember it now after she said it, but it wouldn't come to me. The Tweet Retreat. This is one of my favorite rooms in the White Wagon bed and breakfast, folks. If you guys ever get to come here and stay, you're going to really enjoy it, aren't they? It's a beautiful, beautiful place.
This is a large room.
It is.
None of our bedrooms are this large.
I would spend the night here anytime.
I would.
It's really nice, and I love old houses anyway.
I would think this is probably 20 by 20.
Oh yeah, this is. I remember this being one of my favorites when we first filmed here.
This is a pretty big house.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Pretty big house.
So you guys, we will plug the Wagon Bed and Breakfast because it is a beautiful place here in downtown Pikeville. And visitors, if you're watching us we have viewers from all over the place. So if you ever come to Tennessee and come to Pikeville, highly recommend the Wagon Bed and Breakfast. And that's authentic. Like, it is a very, very nice place.
In talking with Gail, particularly, she has advised me that most of their business comes from people inquiring about where to stay.
Yes.
And there are people inquiring online.
Yes.
They see them advertising online.
Yeah, that's good.
So this is the reason they do the business they do.
That's true. That's true. That's smart.
That's smart.
That is. Well, let's do some Christmas alcohol.
All right.
Papa.
One thing that I wanted us to pay a little time to, give a little time to, is the movies that were made so many years ago that are still sticking around. Why are they popular?
Because they're classics, is my opinion. And a classic is timeless.
Timeless. That's good, Bill. That's
Yeah.
good. And you probably hit the nail on the head. But the number
It's the
one movie that I have read about is It's a Wonderful Life. James Stewart played in this movie, and it was I don't remember what year it was made.
Probably the 30s, wasn't it? 40s?
It had to be made in the 30s.
I thought so.
But Frank Capra is the one that directed the movie, and it flopped. He invested $525,000 in it, and it flopped.
Wait a minute. It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a
Flopped
Wonderful
at the
Life.
box.
1946. That's when it was made.
I bet that's a tidbit that a lot of people don't know.
No,
That's crazy.
but it's a beautiful story. But I don't watch it anymore. But
I've never seen it all the way through, but I knew it was a classic. Well, how in the world did it become a classic if it flopped? He must have.
he says that it fully embraces the highs and the lows of the season. We tend to remember it for the joy, but it hits so many emotions, and realizing the importance of his family is so relatable. The man, the main man.
Maybe
all this
people eventually started giving it a chance, and it just.
All this
took
happened
off.
on Christmas Eve, and James Stewart is the main character. But anyway, number two, Home Alone. Home Alone.
One.
Number one, and then there's number. I
Number
know there's
two.
number two. Is there number three?
There is, and it's funny too, but it's a different kid. But Macaulay
Yeah,
Culkin is in the first two, yeah.
Yeah, he's in the first two, and the same two
great.
crooks.
Yes, and they're timeless too. They're classics. They're from the early 90s.
It was made in 1990. The first one was. Well, one of the famous quotes, he keeps on playing that movie. That guy with the Tommy guns kidding everybody.
He does.
And one of the famous quotes is, "Keep the change, you filthy animal."
Yes. And they fall for it every time. Every time.
Those stunts were done live.
Oh wow.
They were done live.
Really? And those were some major stunts.
I would have thought those people would have been killed.
I know, especially those two crooks.
It says here there is a revamped version, Home Sweet Home Alone, that's being streamed
Really?
right now on Disney.
Well, I didn't know that.
I
That
did not
might be
know that.
pretty good.
Also, Miracle on 34th Street. That's an
Heard
old
of
movie.
that
That was
one,
made
of
in
course.
47.
Okay.
Miracle on 34th Street. Natalie Wood was the female. Edmund Gwynn was, he was named Chris Kringle in the movie.
Natalie Wood, I do
I remember
remember
Natalie
that.
Wood.
And you know, she's famous. She was famous, and her death is, I guess you could say, infamous. A lot of questions about her death. That's for sure.
Well, anybody that hits the famous list,
Mm-hmm.
anything that happens to them that's out of the ordinary,
Yeah, because she drowned, and there were people there. I think I've seen specials on it quite a few times. It is a little. I don't think the whole
Questionable.
story's been told yet.
and then A Christmas Carol.
Oh yeah, that's your favorite.
That came in 1951, and there's been several remakes.
Oh yeah, and I like all of them.
Jim Carrey.
Yeah, he does a good job.
Jim Carrey. And Elf.
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
It's one of my favorites too.
Oh, love it. I love it.
Will does such a good job. He handles himself quite well.
He really does, don't he?
And in working crossword puzzles, Elf fits a lot of the clues I get.
Does it?
So there is a widespread belief in gnomes and
Yeah.
elves and creatures.
That's true. Yeah.
But anyway,
I've not watched Elf yet this year, Papa. I've got to do that. So I'm glad you brought that up. I'm gonna have to catch that on TV because I love that movie. And another one is A Christmas Story. I don't know if that's on your list.
oh, about the Red Rider gun.
Yeah, that's a good one. Ralphie.
I did not have that one.
But it's a good one, isn't it?
Oh, it's one, and that lamp.
Yeah.
But White Christmas came
Oh,
out
that's
in
a good one, too.
1954.
I haven't
And,
saw it in a long time.
It never grows old.
No.
Never grows old.
That's I just want to say that some things are just timeless.
Someone said that this movie will never go away.
I don't think it will.
Well, a lot of it has to do with his voice.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt it, that's for sure. Bing Crosby, right?
Bing Crosby. All right, that's all I have in the movies now.
Well, those are some classics. And of course we got Rudolph and Frosty. Those are the two big cartoons that come on each year.
Yeah. And they do come on this year.
They do. I mean, I know there's other Christmas cartoons, but those are your two big ones right there. And they're classics.
But I don't get to see the Little Drummer Boy very much.
No.
I don't get to see Rudolph very much.
No, I mean, it comes on, but I guess I just miss it. I don't know. But
I guess I miss it. But here's something that I clipped out. Every year, I have no idea how many kids sit down and write to Santa Claus.
Yeah.
They write their Christmas wish list.
Oh, yeah.
And it's many times mailed to the North Pole.
Yeah, that's true. And that probably goes to North Pole, Alaska. Am I right?
So the U.S. Postal Service sends those letters to that place.
Yeah.
It is the North Pole, Alaska.
Yes.
And there is an Air Force base nearby.
Oh, wow.
And they provide postage.
Yeah.
And because every one of those letters are answered.
Oh, wow.
Every one of those letters.
Man, that would be time
all over the
consuming.
world. And so those donations come from this Air Force base.
Mm-hmm.
And they pay for the paper, and the postal workers are just working hard to get it all done because they want that postmark to be put on there.
That's right.
North Pole. And And so they say it's
they get.
there's no telling. It doesn't tell.
Oh, I was hoping it did.
But it well,
It would be a lot.
more than 10,000.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
But one of the postal workers says, as long as it takes them to do it, he said it's a labor of love.
Oh, really?
Labor of love.
Well, that's a good outlook on it from them.
One of the jokes I will tell you will verify that.
Well,
this man, his name was Al Smith.
okay.
He came home for the holidays in 1996.
Wait, is this a joke or
no?
This is an article.
This is an article. It's Ali, A-L-I, in 1996. And she and her parents, Jonathan and Ann Smith,
yes,
made some large Christmas bells, about like these hanging out here on the porch.
Oh, yeah.
And they made them to hang outside in the yard. They looked amazing because they were so outsized, so big. And soon others in the community started making theirs to match theirs.
Oh, really?
And the lights began attracting visitors by the carloads.
That's good.
And then the light bulb really went on. The neighborhood put up a sign asking for donations for the local food bank for the people that are coming through.
That's not bad at all.
So on that first day, when they put that sign up, they collected 600 pounds of food and $700. Now, after all this time, it's an annual tradition. So far, they've passed along 2.8 million meals, and they've collected $400,000.
Gosh.
Can you believe that? Can you believe that?
Not really, but that is a good, that's a feel-good story, isn't it?
Feel-good story.
Pretty impressive, too, you know.
Charles Dickens wrote A Christmas Carol.
Yeah, and I did know that, guys. I did.
In 1843. He started the work on December the 15th.
Okay.
He finished it on December the 2nd.
Huh?
October the 15th. He finished it on December the 2nd. 6 weeks.
Gosh. Wow.
6 weeks.
That's still impressive. That's crazy.
One of the sayings that I stuck with me, he lets one of the characters say, "For it is good to be children sometimes, especially at Christmas, when the mighty Creator became a baby himself."
Oh, yeah, that's pretty.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Beautiful.
I still can't believe he wrote that, though, so quickly. It usually takes them years sometimes to write books.
I don't know how long it took me to write that book about Carolyn. It took me several weeks again.
Well, yeah. And look how big the book you're talking about is. Like, I don't see how. He must have just got on an inspirational roll, too. He's feeling creative, too, you know.
He was a smart man.
Yeah, very talented.
I want to tell you the story about the little drummer boy.
All right.
The little drummer boy is asked to accompany 3 wise men on a journey to Bethlehem.
That is right.
And they picked up this little boy and said, do you want to go with us?
Mm-hmm.
And the little boy said, well, yeah, I'll go with you. And they were on their way to Bethlehem.
No stranger danger then, apparently.
A newborn king to see.
Yeah.
They're bringing their finest gifts to lay before the king.
Mm-hmm.
To honor him. Gold, frankincense, and myrrh.
Is that some of the verses? I'm sitting here thinking, is that some of the Okay. Because
When
I don't know all the words.
When they got to the place, this young boy can identify with the baby, the lowly estate, because he said, I'm a poor boy too.
Yeah.
so he could identify with him. But he has no gift to bring to lay before the king.
Oh yeah, now I see why you said that trivia.
But wait, he does have one possession.
Yep.
He has his tiny drum.
Mm-hmm.
So he asks the baby, shall I play for you on my drum?
Yeah.
Mary nodded yes. And he played his best for him.
Mm-hmm.
In the silent night of a Bethlehem stable,
Mm-hmm.
all was quiet
Mm-hmm.
except the rumpa-pum-pum, rumpa-pum-pum of the little boy's drum.
Oh, that's where the rumpa-pum-pum comes in then.
Everyone there, the Magi, Mary and Joseph,
Mm-hmm.
the ox and the lamb, were humbled by this simple gift of the little boy. And most of all, Jesus was pleased too,
Mm-hmm.
and blessed,
As a baby.
because then he smiled at me,
Yeah.
me and my drum.
Yeah, that is right. I forgot about that part. That is right.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
So because that is one of your all-time favorite Christmas songs, isn't it? It is a
Yeah,
beautiful Christmas song.
I wish I've got the words to it.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could sing it. Okay,
You should just
are you ready for some
Ken Barr
jokes?
karaoke.
You ready for some jokes?
I'm always ready for some jokes. You know that.
Last year, our 3-year-old great-granddaughter, Kylie, was taken to see Santa.
Mm-hmm.
And she made sure to give him her list of toys she wanted for Christmas.
Right.
A week later, she ran into a different Santa in a different store. And that Santa asked her what she wanted for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Kylie said, if you can't remember what I told you a week ago, how are you going to remember Christmas?
That's pretty good. Pretty good answer.
All right. I'm going to draw this picture. I've got it cut out.
Are you?
I've got a picture of Dennis the Menace.
No, that's a
And
classic.
he's talking to his pal, Joey.
Uh-huh.
And he says, we need to keep believing in Santa, Joey. Because I know a boy
Yeah.
that quit believing in Santa, and all he gets for Christmas is clothes. And I've got that picture. I'm going to draw it.
Yeah, you got to. And that's so true. When you're a kid, it is a bummer to get clothes. I remember
Kids don't
feeling
want
that.
clothes.
They don't want that. No.
What did Adam say the day before Christmas?
I don't know.
Merry Christmas Eve.
Ooh. Wow. Man, I should have got that. I hate those. You think of it afterwards like, man, I should have got that.
How much does it cost Santa to park his sleigh and reindeer?
I have no idea.
Nothing. It's on the house.
See what I mean? That was a good one too.
How much time?
You got? We can do 2 more if you want to. Since it's Christmas and all, you know.
Okay. My 2 granddaughters had a visit from Santa,
Mm-hmm.
and it was one of his co-workers.
Okay.
And Santa asked the 2-year-old granddaughter, "So what do you want for Christmas?" Before the shy little girl, age 2, could give an answer, her 4-year-old sister said she wants me to have a Barbie doll.
That's smart. That's smart.
And you do know what Barbie's name is, don't you?
I do. It's Roberts.
You folks out there may not believe that, but
Yeah. Trust me, he knows. He's looked it up. He knows.
after our Christmas tree fell over for the 6th time,
Wow.
my dad decided to just leave it on its side and put the Christmas gifts along the floor. Fell over 6 times.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
Usually it's a cat up in the tree.
You dang right. Yeah, it's just a big giant toy for them. It really is.
This little boy said, after opening our presents,
Yeah.
my sister, she's 10, she walked up to Mom and said, "I'm not complaining.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just asking, is this it?"
Kid, and the kid, they'll just say it. They'll just say it. That's funny. That is funny.
One year my brother secretly soaked the eggnog by spiking it. And my grandma got drunk and she admitted she had a crush on the mailman.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I know a man
Oh, mate.
that is a preacher. And he was involved. He was not the one that spiked the punch,
Right.
but he was present
Yeah.
in the house where the spike was punched. And he said his mother got tipsy.
Oh, I bet.
He told me that.
Oh, yeah. I like the one, that reminds me of that episode of the Andy Griffith Show, how them little church ladies, they don't know they're drinking alcohol. Because this guy tells them it's something else, and they're 3 sheets to the wind by the time Andy gets home.
All right. This is my last one.
Well, and I cannot believe this, so neither one of us have got any Christmas clothes on, but in my defense, apparently I just do not own a red or green shirt anymore than I used to.
You got a red shirt at the house.
Well, crap. Yeah, I think I know which one.
Short
it is.
sleeve.
Yeah. Oh, that'll work. Well, that's a bomber, folks. What's your excuse? You're all decked out in UT,
I
though.
wore a tie yesterday, a Christmas tie.
Okay.
And I picked out this shirt today. None of my Christmas ties went with this shirt. Here's my
There's our explanation, folks.
Here's my last story.
Okay.
All you parents out there that have an imp
Mm-hmm.
for a child that gives you problems, wrap some gifts during the year using boxes stuffed with newspaper. When and if your kids get unruly, have bad attitudes, just pick up one of their gifts with their name on it,
Yeah.
wrapped up real pretty but full of newspaper.
That's smart.
Take it out in the yard and burn it. That's all
is
I
right. Those are some timeless jokes right there, Papa.
I thought those were kind of cute.
They were, especially for a theme. Sometimes it's hard for all of them to be good, but those were. Well, folks, we've had a great time here at the White Wagon Bed and Breakfast. You'll get to see a virtual tour of the place. We've done a virtual tour of it before, but of course, this is, it'll be all decked out for Christmas as it was, previously by the tree and everything. But I just can't say enough about how beautiful this place is.
And it's nice for them.
Nice and cozy,
Nice for them to let us come in and do this.
Oh yeah, and they always, the answer's always yes, no matter what it is. No matter what.
They're not just good to us.
Mm-hmm.
They have fit in to the community. They are accepted.
Yeah.
And they have made a place for themselves in this community.
Definitely, and they love it.
They love it.
Which that makes a difference. And so, but you guys, if you ever come to our beautiful town, Pikeville, especially this time of year, all these beautiful Christmas lights going on.
Oh yeah.
But if you ever stop in our beautiful town here in the Sequatchie Valley, you gotta check out the White Wagon Bed and Breakfast. I don't think they'll regret it, will they?
No.
And as I said, it's still, I don't know why, but it just don't seem like Christmas to me. But maybe by next week, I guess I'm gonna have to be in the Christmas mood by next weekend.
I guess you're waiting on me to give you my Christmas present.
Ooh, there we go. That might put me in the mood. But we want to wish all you guys a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to all of our sponsors. Merry Christmas to all of the viewers. We appreciate all of you guys. And I promise I've got to learn how to do the translate on Facebook. I do not know how to do it. I've not mastered that yet, so I do apologize. I cannot answer some of the messages that we get. You can go to the Albert and Billy Show Facebook page, our official Facebook page, and you can leave comments there too. But if they're not in English, I've not mastered it yet.
Don't send them to me.
But we appreciate it. And in my defense, I do answer the ones that obviously I can read, but I've got to master that. I've got to. But anyway, so Merry Christmas to all you guys from here and all over the world. We hope all you guys have a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas.
That's right. So long, folks. Hey, folks, Albert and Billy here. You're watching us on Channel 18, BTC Fiber. Check us out on BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and like. And check out our Facebook page. Be sure to like and share. Thanks, everybody, for watching.